Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope everybody is good today. It is Thursday. It is our interview day. It's my favorite day of the week. And I am very, very excited for this morning's interview. I'm having an excitable day today. I don't know why. I've just got an excitable mood on me. So this could be an interesting call. Let's go and check in with our interviewer extraordinaire, Mr. Kevin Abi. How the devil are you?
It helps if I unmute myself. I'll start again. Morning, Abby. Morning, everyone. First cock up of the day.
Good morning.
There's no more. I'll tell you what, looking out the window here, it's a bit blowy, but the sky is blue as far as the eye can see. And judging by the sun coming in your window, I reckon it's the same there.
It is a lovely morning. Absolutely.
Yeah. So much for deepest, darkest Wales, eh?
Sunny Wales today.
Right. Okay. So let's jump straight in. Last week you were talking about preserving your energy at work. For those of us who have to, well, I mean, I find myself back in a full-time work and my energy is all over the place. So can you give us some pointers on doing that, on preserving our energy and keeping it flowing where we really want it to flow instead of being scattered?
So the first thing you need to do, the first thing that's really important, right, is that you have to distinguish between time and energy, right? And this is where people struggle. Amy, sorry, you just go all the way around there, grab my coffee and come back. So this is where people struggle, because people don't separate those two things. People think that if they're putting time into something, the energy needs to go into something. It's not true. You have to separate them. You have to recognize what your energy is. And this is the thing, right? This is the thing that maybe people aren't realizing, is what is your energy? Like what is the feeling of the energy? If you're putting your energy into something, what does that feel like as opposed to putting your time into it? Okay. Now, this is the like a way that I would explain it would be, if you spent 20 minutes doing something that you really, really love doing, and then observe the feeling inside of you that creates, the feeling that you're experiencing when you're doing it, those vibrations, that buzz, then do something that you aren't interested in doing, but you have to do it, you know, something mundane, wash the dishes, whatever. And notice the difference. That's the energy, right? That's the energy. It's about your frequency, it's about your vibrations, about your focus, about your passion. Lots of people are going into work, and the problem is lots of people who are going into work don't even want to be there, right? So the energy that they're putting into their job is not even a good energy. It's a negative energy, which is even more draining than positive energy. But they're putting themselves, they're pouring their passion, their heart, they're pouring their focus, they're pouring themselves into something that doesn't serve them, that they don't want to be in. And so when they get home, they're too knackered to put any energy into anything else, even if that energy is that's the important stuff, right? So the best first of all, you need to really understand the difference between your time and energy, and the best way to do that is to start paying some attention, right? Start paying some attention to how you're feeling. What is your body telling you? What is the vibration that you're getting when you're doing something? Like, I'm having this call with you now and I'm loving it, right? You're getting my energy. I am literally pouring it into my screen. You're getting my energy and I can feel my energy. If I was, I don't know, like yesterday, I had to fill in a bloody registration form for the doctors. Took me about as long as this call is going to take. But I didn't pour my energy into it because it's just something that I had to do. So I just filled it in, got confused, told them that I was my previous doctor, which I'm not. So that was a problem. But like I filled the form in with no feeling. apart from being mildly frustrated with my own stupidity, but I filled the form in, like it literally took me like 20 minutes, half an hour. I didn't pour myself into it. It just had to be done. And so I want you to start paying attention. Pay attention to how you're feeling about things. What are you putting into things? What are you investing? You're investing your time, yes, but are you investing your energy? Or are you saving your energy for the stuff that you want to do? Are you saving your energy for the stuff that serves you, for the areas of your life in which you want to have the positive impact? It's a self-awareness exercise, right? I can't tell you the answer to this question. You have to go and find it out yourself by being more aware of how you're feeling when you're doing certain things and where you're letting yourself, where you're pouring yourself. You're pouring yourself into things. What are you pouring yourself into? Most people spend a lot of time just willy-nilly splashing their energy all over the place, like it's some bloody, a never-ending magical juice. It is a magical juice, but it most certainly is not never-ending. You have a very limited amount of it, and you've got to be very careful what you do with it. But first of all, you need to recognize for yourself, what does that mean? Go and pay some attention to yourself. Self-awareness, key.
Okay. Wow. Right then. Okay. From Chantel Lynch. This one came in a few weeks ago. I'm going to read it as it came in because I don't quite understand it. But anyway, I'm sure it'll make much more sense to you than me. What's the difference between the Yes Life and Diamond Lifestyle?
So the Diamond Lifestyle is our team brand. It's not mine anymore. I invented it, but then I basically gave it to you guys. So we are the Diamond Lifestyle. That is our team brand. The Yes Life is my personal brand. So if you put that in the context of Jessie Lee Ward, for example, she's got the Empire, that's her team. She's got #Boss Lee, that's her personal brand. So yes, that's the difference.
Okay. Right. This is another one from me. I have been, I've always been very results oriented. And if I don't get the results I want, I generally feel like a failure. I've since learned, since doing this, actually, success is not about the results you get, it's about the actions you take. But I don't seem to be able to change the way I feel about the results I get and the actions I take. I still feel like a failure when I'm not getting the results I want, even though I know that I'm being a success because I'm taking the action. How the hell do I turn that round? Because I strongly suspect that that is impacting what's happening to me, what I'm getting.
That is a big problem for you. Absolutely. So, first of all, when you say how are you defining failure?
By the results I get, my income, the number of people I've actually got in my team, the number of sales I make, the results I get. That's basically it. All right?
But what is the definition of failure to you? Not getting those results?
Yes.
Okay. And so you've obviously decided that there is a time frame within which you should be getting those results, otherwise it's failure.
Actually, I'd never thought of that, but yes, I must have done.
And where did that time frame come from?
I guess it's I guess partly it's me, my expectations of myself, but I think partly it might be from looking at other people.
Well, that's a big no-no. So for everyone else, everyone's on their own journey, right? Everyone's on their own path, and everyone's path is completely different to everyone else's, not just in this business, in life in general. Everyone is in their own lane. And what happens is, and this is where people trip up, literally, is that they forget to focus on their own lane and they start looking at what other people are doing. Now, you remember being, well, I don't know if you do remember, I remember being at in sports day in school and doing the relay. And if you were like on this, like the second leg of the relay and you got taught, you hold your hand out, you don't look backwards, you don't look sideways, you just look forwards. And as soon as that baton's in your hand, you grab it and you run and you just watch where you're going. This is so true for this industry, for life, for business. It doesn't matter what everyone else is doing because their journey is so different to yours. You have to focus on your own. How fast one person does something is not a reflection of how fast you should be doing it because your journey is different to them. Your path is different. The terrain is different. The obstacles are different. So first of all, stay in your own lane. Your only competition is yourself. The only person that you should be watching is yourself, right? Secondly, I'd get really clear on this whole failure thing because what does it mean to fail? Now, to me, to failure is giving up. That's it. That is it. If you give up, you fail. If you fail, you give up. And that is the definition. If you're defining failure as not getting where you want to as fast as you want to, it's going to be a problem because nobody gets anywhere as fast as they want to. That's not how success is made, right? No one, like success never comes as quickly as we want it. If you get where you want to get this afternoon, you will wish that you did it this morning. If you're what you're describing is impatience, that's not failure. Impatience and failure are two totally different things. Impatience is not getting where you want to get as fast as you want to get there. What can you do about that? You either man up and keep going, or you quit. Then you fail. That's the only time you fail is when you quit. Otherwise, you're just going, like you're just still going. And the associating, so judging success by results. Now this is common, right? This is something that people do, and it's understandable why we do it. But you have to, and what the way to think about this is that the value is in the journey, right? So let's just say now that, and we've talked about this before in various different ways. Let's just say that you want to earn, I don't know, £2,000 a month. You want an extra £2,000 a month coming into your home. Now, not only do you have to get to £2,000 a month, but you need to maintain £2,000 a month. And this goes for whether you want to earn £2,000 or 10 grand. I know some of you want to be diamond directors and earning, 100 grand, whatever. You have to be able to maintain that level once you get there. The only way you're going to be able to maintain that level once you get there is if you've grown into it. If I just suddenly said to you, right, here you go, have 10 grand a month. Let's see how you get on with that. Trust me, you won't get on with that very well. You'll make stupid decisions because you won't be educated around money, around investment, around sustainability, and it'll all fall apart. You grow into that level. Let's just say that your goal is to become a certain rank within the business. With each rank comes more responsibility, right? Now, if you are, a Ruby director and you have got a team of 2,000 people, there's a lot of responsibility going on. There's a lot of responsibility going on for you to make sure that you're mentoring and leading those people in the right direction. You have to show up every day. You have to be present. You have to be willing to give your energy, right? You have to grow into that. You can't just sign up and be like, woo, Ruby director, 2,000 people, there's no problem, because you'll fuck it up. You have to grow into it. And so when you are thinking about, oh my God, well, these results aren't coming as fast as I want to, remind yourself that the growth is part of the journey. The journey is part of the results. Imagine if you went to university, right, to study to be a heart surgeon. Is that a thing? I presume so. Can you do a degree in heart surgery, right? Now imagine you walk into the university, and on the first day of university, They say to you, do you know what? We decided we're not going to bother with the teaching. Here's your degree in heart surgery. You can just go and get a job now as a heart surgeon. What would happen? Bad things. You have to go through what you're going through. You have to grow through what you're going through. It's a crucial part of the process. And your focus should be on putting one step in front of the other. Your focus should be on learning something every day. Your focus should be on where you're going. Like, that's the goal, but also the moves you're making here to get there. Ditch the idea that impatience and failure are the same thing. Make the decision that you're not going to quit and keep following the process. And at some point in time, you will get to where you wanted to get to. And then you'll look back and go, shit me, she was right. And then you're going to teach other people the same thing. That's what's going to happen. You're going to then teach other people the same thing. And so the impact that we have on people's lives increases.
Awesome. Awesome. I think a lot of people got a lot of value out of that. Thank you very much, Abi. Right, that's my personal counsel.
You're welcome.
For the day. Let's lighten up a bit. If you could have 3 wishes, what would they be? And one of them, it can't be more wishes.
If I could have 3 wishes, what would they be? Oh God. I would wish they're going to be they're not going to be what people think they're going to be. Okay, 3 wishes. I would wish that my youngest stepson's mum had a full frontal lobotomy and so stopped having such a negative impact on him and his life and his attitude. I would wish that Dolan didn't have type 1 diabetes. That's made me a bit emotional because that's the one thing I would love to be able to take away and I can't. And I would wish that I could somehow, I don't know how, okay, so I'm trying to think of what would be the, I don't really want to be able to personally fly because I think I would get a bit cold. I tell you what, I'd wish for a helicopter and a pilot. So can you go far in a helicopter? I'm not sure about the practicalities around this. I don't like setting goals that aren't practical. I'd like some kind of fast-moving vehicle, maybe like a private jet, but then you have to land that on an airfield, and that's not particularly practical either. But essentially, so I could get around all of you, wherever you are in the world, like any time, just be able to say, right, Irma, let's do an event in Florida. I'm coming to the States. Sandy, I'm coming to Turkey. Let's have a one-to-one in person. Like, I'd love to be able to just do that. And actually, what I talked about the other day on my Facebook about the metaverse and this like next reality and the digital age is actually probably gonna enable that to kind of happen. So maybe that will fulfill that need. But yes, so I'd sort out little Charlie's head. I would take Doylan's diabetes away, and I would find a way to be able to be with you guys all the time, every day. Or I just move you all here. That's the other option. I know a couple of the team are already making moves up here to the little island. So I'm thinking if you all just move here, we'll rename it the Diamond Island. And yeah, that's the other option. And I can just come around and have tea with you all every day.
Or else buy a Harrier jump jet. That would fit the bill, wouldn't it? Temporarily.
All that.
Yeah. Right, okay, so who would you class as a bad influence in your life right now? I don't really allow that, and I wouldn't suggest any of you do that either. Like, I don't allow myself to be influenced negatively, because why would you? So I've had lots of bad influences in my life, but at the moment I think I have
I've moved on from that really. And oh yeah, apart from the Indian takeaway delivery man last night, he was a bad influence. He completely destroyed my vibration. But yeah, the thing is, like, you have to be, in order to be influenced by somebody else, you have to be open to be being influenced by them, right? And even if you don't realize it, people can only influence them if you allow them to. And I don't allow negative people. I don't want to be influenced in a negative way. So I don't allow it. I allow myself to be influenced in a positive way, which is why I seek positive influence. So I will go out of my way to find people who are going to have a positive influence on my mindset, my behaviors, my life. And those are the people that I will connect with. If there are people in your circle, in your life that are having a negative influence, address that. Address that, because that is not serving you.
Okay. Right then. So if you had to live off the last thing you purchased, what would it be?
Oh, the worst Indian I've ever had in my life, that has probably given me food poisoning because it was 2 hours old. So I probably wouldn't live very long. Okay, can I just tell you? Let me just tell you the story about the Indian from last night, because it's made me so mad, right? I'm triggered. So Chris had to go off with his dad on some magical mystery tour. So I said to Amy, right, let's have a little girly night. I've got my VIP Success Circle call at 8 until 9, and then I'll get us an Indian. I've been wanting an Indian for days because the one I had on Sunday night didn't really go to plan either. So I said, I'll order us an Indian, and we'll have an Indian, we'll have a drink, and then we can make some TikToks, right? So I went on to Just Eat. There's only 2 takeaways on Just Eat in my area because I live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. So I went on to Just Eat and I ordered a takeaway, an Indian takeaway from the only Indian on Just Eat for 9 p.m. Okay. Now, this is what happened. At 7 p.m., I had a text message saying your Just Eat delivery is on its way. And I was like, well, it doesn't want to be. So I phoned them and I said, well, I've just had a text message saying my delivery is on its way. I don't want it now. I ordered it for 9 o'clock. Oh, yes, no problem. That's what they said. That's no problem. I said, so it's coming at 9 o'clock. Yeah, it's not coming now. No, come at 9 o'clock. That's no problem. Fantastic. 2 minutes later, the Indian turns up. So I said to Amy, go outside and tell him that we've just phoned them and they've said that it's no problem. It shouldn't be here now. And so they need to take it back, right? So that's all sorted. No problem. 9 o'clock comes. No Indian. I was like, they'd better bring it back. So 10 o'clock, 10 past 9, they come back with the Indian. This is okay. Amy brings the Indian in. I start to unpack it. We set it all up nice in here, like, with the tables and everything. It was absolutely stone cold. The poppadom was soggy. The salad was soggy. I was like, this is the same Indian. So I phoned them. I said, you've just delivered you just delivered my Indian to me. This is the wrong Indian. This is the same. This is the same order, isn't it? This is the same order. It's the same food. And he went, yes. I said, that's not okay. That's just been sat in a bloody box for 2 hours. That's not okay. There's rice in there. That is not okay. The poppadom's ruined. The salad's a mess. He said, well, you didn't want it at 7. I said, no, I didn't want it at 7. I wanted it at 9. But what I wanted at 9 was fresh food. And this is not it. He said, well, why did you come and pick it up at 7? I said, I didn't come and pick it up at 7. You delivered it to me at 7. I ordered it for 9. He said, we don't do deliveries. I said, well, you do, because you've delivered it to me twice. The same food twice. So then he said, no, he said, someone came to pick it up at 7. I said, nobody, no. He said, you came to pick it up at 7. I said, I didn't pick it up at 7. That was Just Eat. The Just Eat picked it up at 7. He said, we're not on Just Eat. I said, you are, because that's where I ordered my food from that you've now delivered twice. Anyway, I got angry. I said a swear word and I hung up. and Saturn sulked. And probably got food poisoning because we had to microwave the rice and the, oh my God. That was the last thing that I spent money on. Living off that would not be good for my vibration at all. I would not want to do that. No, thank you.
That comedy of errors. I was really light.
I was mad. I was so mad.
Yeah, I bet. And,
angry. I was angry.
We're out of time. I don't know if you can hear Caroline in the background, but she's having hysterics. Anyway.
I mean, if it happened to someone else, I'd probably laugh, but there was no laughing going on last night, let me tell you.
Yeah, I bet. Right. Okay, that's I think that's a wrap for this morning. I need more questions. I need more questions as a matter of urgency, because now we are in the Kaz, Kev and Abi show.
I'll send it to you later.
There we go. Questions. If anyone has any questions, send them on to Kevin. Thank you so much, Kevin, for an amazing interview. I very much look forward to next week's episode. I shall see you then.
Yeah, I look forward to it too.